This is the ETPU Sportsnet Coaches Show. I'm Kenneth Klein. Today we're joined by head women's soccer coach Erik Solberg. Coach Solberg, you had your first two games over the past weekend against Shriner and Texas Lutheran. Why don't you recap those for us?
Definitely. It's always tough when you start a season on the road. We had a lot of young kids with us on the trip. Ended up splitting on the weekend. We played Shriner on Friday. Very hot day in Central Texas. And to be honest, we came out of the gate. We had the right strategy, the right tactics, produced some of the first shots of the game. Probably should have got a goal out of it, and we're unable to just finish our chances. And unfortunately allowed them to kind of get a counterattack goal to go up 1-0. And then less than 2 minutes later, gave up a corner kick goal to go down 2-0. And that kind of changed the complexion of the game. Looking back on it, there's some things I would have done differently and we would have done differently as a coaching staff in the second half. But we kept in it. We still had some chances late in the first half. The second half was just kind of a back and forth affair. Neither team really had a lot of quality chances until Shriner was able to kind of get that third nail in the coffin type goal. Again, I wish I would have done some things differently to adjust, but on the balance of things, we just needed to be better as a team, more organized, just play with kind of more fire. And we talked about that in our team meeting on Saturday, and definitely it showed on Sunday. Sunday we got after it, played TLU, who's a team that we felt like we should have beaten last year, and this year we were able to do that. And I was really proud of how the girls fought for 90 minutes for one another. We were definitely the dominant team, had lots of chances in both the first and second halves. Finally getting a goal, on a Kibriana Bonner, had a set piece, put the ball in, Ashley Rondon, so freshman to freshman connection. Finished with about a minute and a half left in the first half to give us the 1-0 lead. And then in the second half, they came out of the gates and got an equalizer, but our girls responded with a lot of character and class, getting a second goal and the game-winning goal by Chase Swan. It's so good to have her back healthy and fit. A lot of good work by Kendall Vogt, Heather Brady, Hannah Murrin in the second half in our attack. And we had some center backs that really grew up. Megan Friend and Kibriana Bonner really played well, and our outside backs played phenomenal as well. So, on the balance of things, 1-1 on the weekend is a pretty good result. Ostensibly we're missing 5 players who started in the conference tournament game for us last year. So a really young team this weekend. It wasn't our full squad. So to come back 1-1, we're really pleased and proud of the way the girls responded, especially on Sunday, and it sets us up well for the rest of the season.
Tonight you take on Hendricks in your first home game of the season. Why don't you just talk about the feeling for especially most of the newcomers playing in their first home game?
Yeah, it's really exciting. I think there's a lot of new experiences to be had, with half our team being freshmen. Just the experience of game day at Cornish Field is really, really special. We know the students are going to come out and support. Other student athletes are going to come out and support. It's a big night on campus with women's and men's soccer in action and volleyball in action. So it's a great time to be at ETBU and really excited. We're going to break out our new championship gold uniforms tonight and play a very, very good Hendricks team. But we're really excited to play at home. We had a pretty good home record last year, and we want to even improve on that this year. We kind of got a little sneak peek of Cornish Field playing against LSU Shreveport in our exhibition game at home with a win, and we hopefully come out tonight and play really hard. Jeff Trimble's done a really terrific job up there at Hendricks, and we expect a really good test from them this evening. But we're really excited to be home, playing in front of our own home fans at at the beautiful environs of our home Cornish Field. It should be a great day for soccer.
Then you follow that up with 2 more matches. One of those, interestingly enough, you're taking on Alcorn State. You're going up to Mississippi. And then the next game, of course, is Sunday at Dallas. Just talk about those 2 games in particular.
Yeah, so this week's kind of a challenging week. We're playing Hendricks, who's a very good team here tonight, and then we're going to go play a Division I opponent on Thursday, which will be a challenge. They play in their big football stadium, so that'll be kind of a fun experience for our young ladies, and also just challenge us in ways that we aren't challenged on our regular schedule. Really, we're just trying to get prepared for a very difficult American Southwest Conference calendar, which opens up next week. It just gives us another chance to play on the road, gives us a chance to really test our abilities against a scholarship school that's fully funded and against a team that is Division I. And to be fair, we've got some girls on our team that probably could play at that level or close to that level, and so we're really excited for that test. And then we go on the road to the University of Dallas on Sunday. They're also going to be playing their 5th game in 9 days, so we're both going to be pretty well versed in how we play by that point, but also a little bit fatigued. Should be a good battle. They're under our new first-year head coach, so we expect a really good effort from them playing at home. It's a game that, again, will prepare us for our conference calendar, but a game that we got to expect to win. If we want to do the things that we want to do in our conference this year, it's a game we've got to go out and find a way to get. It's going to challenge us, from the first whistle to the last whistle, but we're excited for a challenging week, and hopefully we'll come back to Marshall with some wins.
All right, Coach, thanks for talking to us here on the ETPU Sportsnet.
Thank you so much.